So my name is Tarás Oleksyk, and I'm an assistant professor of biology at Colegio. I've been here for over 3 years and studying genetics and genomics. I teach undergraduate courses in genetics and graduate courses in population genetics, genomics, advanced genetics, and other associated courses. I'm also an adjunct professor at Johns Hopkins University and a visiting scientist at the National Cancer Institute. My research at the university is directed to a general goal of building a program in genetics, comparative genetics, and bioinformatics. And my research is all directed to the three comprehensive states. One of them is looking at comparative genomics, looking at the differences in between genomes of different species, because human species, if you just study genetics of one species, you cannot really learn as much about it as you can learn about it by comparison of other genomes. Everything is really learned in comparison here. The model organism that is my favorite model organism here is a Puerto Rican parrot, which is not only an interesting animal to study, it's also the rarest parrot in the wild, and it's an endemic Puerto Rican bird. It's also a beloved mascot and a symbol of Puerto Rico. With my collaborators and with my students, and together with Martinez Cruzado and David Logue, specifically in this department, we designed and started a project of sequencing and annotating the genome Puerto Rican parrot, which is coming to give the first results. The first draft of the genome is being put up onto the internet. You can access it now, and many students are starting to annotate it, looking for genes and other genetic elements in there. We plan to expand this project into studying all the Amazonian parrots in the world, and also into genomics of Amazonian parrots in the Caribbean. We would like to also study other animals, specifically Caribbean animals, such as Solenodon, which is one of the most ancient animals that live in the Caribbean region. And I collaborate with other groups on comparative genomics of other mammals. I also work with the Zoo of Juan Rivero, Puerto Rico Zoo, specifically with my very good friend Luis Figueroa, director of the zoo, with whom I work on Puerto Rican Genome Project, as well on a project we call the Frozen Zoo, where all the tissues from animals in the zoo and the animals that have been rescued are collected, and DNA is extracted to become a comparative genomic depository that can be used in the future by either science or education. So, in general, to summarize this, we have three directions. Direction of comparative genomics, looking at different species. Then second is to looking at populations of humans around the world, and specifically reconstructing the admixture and populations of Puerto Rico, and then looking at what we learn from these directions, trying to find disease genes and try to help medicine and personalized medicine in this region. So, what I would like to say in the end is that a lot of times students come to my office and say, well, I would like to really do research, and I really got this exciting research somewhere over there in another university that's really famous, and I'm going to work there in the lab. And I will ask, like, what exactly would you do? And they will tell me something, and they'll say, well, it's not as exciting, but, I really want to go there and learn these things. And I'll say, look at what we do here. In the genetics program of University of Puerto Rico at Mayagüez, we have very exciting and cutting-edge research. We're collaborating with world-known scientists. We are also very well-known ourselves at this point, and our exposure is growing. There's a lot of very cutting edge, exciting, and sophisticated projects that are done here. And by joining our labs and coming into this research, you can make the difference. So what are you waiting for? You can come here, help us out, and we will develop science together. I'll see you in my lab.